Today we are going to discuss about the frame, chassis, body. Frame is one. It is the supporting component of the automobile vehicle. It is the foundation for carrying the engine, transmission system, and steering system by means of spring, axle, rubber parts, etc. The frames are made of box, tubular channels, and U-shaped section. It's welded or it is riveted together. Coming to chassis, when engine, transmission system, steering and wheels are fitted on the frame, the assembly is known as chassis. It is the backbone of the vehicle. It is the vehicle without a body. It contains all the major units necessary to propel the vehicle. Vehicle can be driven after placing the driver's seat on the chassis. So this diagram, it will show the complete construction of the truck chassis. So here the main structure is shown here, okay, and it is called as frame. And over the frame, all the parts like steering gearbox assembly, the engine, radiator, the front axle and wheels and tires, and the clutch system is provided, gearbox, and the steering wheel, and this gearbox is connected to the rear axle differential with the help of the propeller shaft. And propeller shaft contains a slip joint, and then before which the gearbox and the propeller shaft is connected with the universal joint. There are two universal joints which are connecting the differential with the gearbox. In between, the propeller shaft rotates and transmits the energy or torque. So here the frame will be completed by installing all these components of wheels and tires and differential assembly and universal joints together. And here the rear axle contains the tires and wheels and tires, right? So this completes the construction of truck chassis. So coming to the chassis, it consists of the following components. Number one is the engine, two wheels, three radiator, four brakes, five fuel tank, six steering system, seven suspension system, eight transmission system, which includes the clutch, propeller shaft, differential, and the rest. Next, coming to the body. Body is the superstructure of the vehicle. The chassis and body makes the complete vehicle. For small and light car, body and chassis are made as a single unit, but in large vehicles, both are made as single unit. Generally, it is made from metal or fiber. The main purpose of the car body is to provide comfort and protection to the passenger, also to have a good look. So here there are various types of bodies for car. So here we have saloon type, which will be having the back compartment and front engine. Both are very larger and compared to the passenger compartment. Next one is coupe, which will have only two doors and two seats, and it will have the engine compartment here, and there will be no space for very little space for the luggage. And hatchback, it will have the back door and has two rows of seats and four doors will be there, and totally five doors will be there, four for the passengers and one for the luggage compartment, and the frontal part will be the engine part. And limousine. So here in the limousine also you have the four doors and you have more number of seats provided here. Next is the sports vehicle, which will have only one seat will be provided for the driver, and it will be of very lesser height and it can be used for the sports or racing purposes. Tracks is one which will have the four seats and it will be used as multi-purpose vehicle also. Coming to Jeep, we will also have the four doors and four or five seating capacity, which will be acting like a sports utility vehicle, which can go on terrains and it can be used for mountaineering and everything. So here the estate car will be one which will have the luggage compartment, open luggage compartment at the back end, and it will have the four doors, and it will have the engine compartment at the frontal area. And coming to station wagon, so the station wagon will be are having more number of seats, and which are seats are convertible and can be folded and can house lot of luggage inside it. Okay, like vehicles like Innova, Krista, right? This will be the best example. Next, what are the functions of the frame? Functions of the frame are to support the chassis components and body, to withstand the static and dynamic load of the different components of the chassis, to withstand the load of the body, to carry load of passengers, goods carried in the body, to withstand stresses caused due to uneven road conditions, to withstand force caused due to turning of the vehicle and the sudden braking or acceleration. What are the types of frames available here? We have conventional frame. Second one is integral or unit construction or frameless chassis. So here coming to conventional frame, this is the frame which is shown in this diagram. So at the back end, that means at the rear axle, it will be very wider, and coming to the front axle, it will become very narrow. You can see the change of this shape here, like a convergent shape. So here at the back end, there is no chance of rotation of the wheels. So, and it will carry more load of the vehicle. So here the cross members are provided about 5 members, and long members are linear or long members are provided here. 2 members are provided. And here we have the spring brackets are there and the body brackets are there. And these spring brackets will be used for holding the shackles, which will mount to the suspension system, right? So here it is used for most of the heavy vehicles. Construction of the frame varies according to the type of the vehicle. Generally, these chassis conventional frames are made from steel sections. This type of frame has 2 long side members and 5 to 6 cross members, which are joined together with the help of either riveting or bolt. Cross members are used to increase the strength of the frame. They are inswept narrow at the front and upswept broad at the rear. And this frame is narrowed down at the front, which is called as inswept, to have the better steering lock. That means for turning of the wheels proper with proper turning angle, which provides the space for pivoting and swinging of the front axle. So here the upswept at the rear end provided to give room for the vertical movement of the rear axle as it travels over road bumps and other road inequalities. Body brackets are provided to support the body of the vehicle. Spring brackets are provided for mounting the body of the vehicle. Extension of chassis frame ahead of the front axle known as front overhang. Extension of chassis beyond the rear axle is known as rear overhang. So here we have different sections are used for long and cross members. Generally, channel section and block section are used for long side members, and other sections like I section, hat section, tubular section are used for the cross members. So here the diagrams are the figures are shown here. The channel section, box section, I section, hat section, and tubular section, which are used for different type of automobiles.